Welcome to my channel. I'm Tanner BDs. Thank you for being here in my living room. Welcome. It means a lot to me that you're here. I believe a YouTube channel should have purpose and value in your life and help you get further down the road. And so, thanks for joining me. Hopefully this impacts you in some way. I'm just going to share some stories and hopefully they can encourage you with where you're at. Did you hear that one? Okay. Yeah, there he goes. My dog's outside using the restroom. Really, that means play. So my first video, or my second video, I talked both of them. I talked a little bit about the why I have this channel. There's tons of places you can go. There's billions of hours of YouTube. Why watch it? Why watch this? Why spend time with me? So it has to be something that you're not hearing somewhere else. So that's what the story today is a little bit about. The why. I'm going to use my new song, Here I Go. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, streaming platforms. Go listen to it. I'm going to show you an acoustic version today. But really I want to tell a story about it. The song is this big, bold exclamation of, here I go. I'm ready for it. Ready to take on the world. And I think we all have those moments that we think we're really going for it. And so let me tell a little bit about the background of the story. 4 years ago is really the beginning of this song. I was in the oil field before it, and I was writing a lot of music in my off time. I worked long hours, hectic hours. I was away from my wife for almost 8 months straight, and so there's a lot of life to write about. And I kind of felt this like stirring that it's something that I should do. And then there was a downturn, and the layoffs came, and my decision was made for me, and I was like, okay, this is it, I'm gonna go for it. I decided to drive from Wyoming to Oregon to go see my cousin, who's also a musician, and we wrote some songs together, had a good time, and this was one of them because I felt like it was the moment. I'm finally ready. I've been working on my skills, been working on my craft. Here I am, here I go. The reason I want to talk about this song is because it's a little bit ironic, because you make this big bold moment, here I am, here I go, and it's 4 years later and you're just not hearing about this song. So there's a little bit of humor in that, a little bit of irony, but on the other side of it, I think you'll hear in the rest of the song something that I mentioned in one of my other videos, is that life is kind of a slow roll, and that you have to just pick up a little bit and work on a little bit each day. So I just want to share the verses. Is verse 1 is about your heart. It's about my heart, and it can be a little bit deceitful sometimes. Sometimes it makes you want things that you shouldn't want, or makes you want something that's not good for you, and so that'll prevent you from that here I go moment. And so I experienced that, and so that's why it's verse 1. Sometimes you can't always trust your heart. Verse 2 is your head. Is sometimes we're so logical and rational that sometimes we find ways to rationalize our selfishness and our pride and things that we want that aren't good for us. And so your brain can work against you. You may know what to do, but you don't want to do it. You want to explain it in a way. So that may prevent you from the here I go moment. And then verse 3 is, what's it about, Dixie? What's it about? It's about your intention. It's about your heart. And I use my love story is, you think a rose for you. Like, whenever you come to love, sometimes it seems like there's not good intentions, and you try to use what? You use, I don't want to say bribes, but sometimes you try to manipulate the other person into giving you something back. And sometimes our love becomes about the way they make us feel, which is a selfish end result of love. And love is not selfish, it's selfless. And that selfishness will prevent you from the here I go moment, the good love, the true love.
Do you want something right now?
Here we go. That's literally where we're at. Here we go. Here I go. Is share the 3 verses, because I think the verses often tell us what undermines us from having that big moment that we want. We want that big moment, and we want it to stick. We want it to mean something. And so the 3 verses are kind of the slow roll. It's the moments from that kind of take time. It takes days of working through. And so, you know, the song was 4 years ago, so it kind of seems like a false start to me. And there's this kind of that voice of insecurity says, yeah, that was a false start. But in all reality, it wasn't. So the song wasn't a false start, because I had to get to the place where I believed in myself enough to actually share it. I might have been ready in my heart, but there was other things that I needed to go through. And I talk about that a little bit in some of those other videos. So it's time for me to share this song with you. Oh, wrong key. Here we go.
Can you keep from going to the bathroom this time? Just hold it. Just 3 minutes.
Got the cure, so here I go, here I go. I'm so alive. Here I go, here I go. I'm so alive. They say true, it's buried what they show you. But above all, you follow yourself like a line in the sand, fade again. You got the cure, so here I go, here I go. I'm so alive. Here I go, here I go. I'm so alive. You think the road's for you? I have no intentions other than showing that you are. And you start to see your eyes, I see that you're loving. You got the cure, so now I know, now I know. I'm all in. Here I go, here I go. I'm so alive. Now I know. Thank you for joining me. It means so much to me. I squeezed a little alternate verse in there. It was one of the original verses. It's not an actual recording. I love you. I care about you. I want you to succeed. It means so much to me that you're here doing life with me. Thank you. See you soon.